So without further ado, let's fire this baby up. What's going on, guys? So part 2 of our Nintendo restoration is underway right now. What I have here is the Nintendo that we're going to be fixing. If you watched the previous video, I have purchased a 72 pin to hopefully fix the problem with this. This game, every time I put it in and dipped it just a little bit, the game would come right back out. So that means that the pins are messed up in this thing. And basically we're going to be taking this thing apart to fix her up. Bring some new life into this 30-plus-year-old system. So, some of you might be asking, why is it in the bag? We'll just go over a quick review of it. This thing was left in a box in a smoker's house or in a basement or something, and it just stunk like heck. So I wasn't going to work on it until I can get it to have a better smell to it. So we've had it in this bag with some fabric softener sheets for about, I want to say about 2 weeks now. So we're going to open this thing up. Now to do this, all you really need, I'll try and go, I won't necessarily do a play-by-play. You can watch other videos for that, but I'm going to show you essentially what it takes to easily, actually, it is pretty easy to fix one of these things. And then put a new 72 pin in. All we really need is, I have 2 screwdrivers right here, just a regular Phillips. This one's just got a magnet tip to kind of help with, so I don't lose any screws in there. And then this one's just a Phillips, but just a little bit smaller. Sometimes you need it because the screws are either corroded and you can't really get this one on there in weird spots. Otherwise, all I have is a nice little rag to wipe stuff off with. Toothbrush that I like to use on circuit boards and stuff because of the nice soft bristles, and then you can kind of scrub a little bit better. And then this says game juice. This originally did have game juice in it, but I used it so much that I ran out. But all that's in here is I believe it was 93% rubbing alcohol. The isopropylone one, I think is what ibuprofen, isopropylone, something like that. So basically, just spray this thing down, scrub it up a little bit. Hopefully when we open this thing up, it is not caked full of crap. And then we will just try and get this thing back to working condition. But I'm excited to get this going. I did not have it with me now, but I also will be using Q-tips to try and clean off the pins. Any kind of, to get the connections better with the board and everything. So stay tuned. Let's make something happen. Alright guys, so sorry for the crappy videotaping and everything. It's kind of hard to do with my phone and stuff like that, but we have everything put together now. We have everything hooked up to here. We have our little HD TV monitor, CRTV or whatever the heck you want to call this. So here is the initial test. Fingers crossed. I had to take this whole thing apart. I had to soak it for a day. I had to scrub it and everything. As you can see in the video, it's been a while since I've done one of these because it took me a while to put it back together. So without further ado, let's fire this baby up. And there we go. So, as you can tell from the pictures and the video and everything, this thing was in such horrible shape when it came in here. By replacing the 72 pin and cleaning the insides of it out, scraping off all the gunk and everything in there. And I never understand how old systems like this have liquid and stuff in them, but they still run no matter what after that. As you can see, it's still working just fine. The game that it came with even was, there was probably about that much of a layer of dust on the pins and stuff when I took this thing apart and cleaned it out too. So, my sister-in-law's friend should be happy to get this thing going. I am going to probably hook them up with a controller or something because all they had coming in was a power cord. So we'll get this thing going for them. They should be happy to see this. This is an original 1985 Nintendo. Not one of the later ones, as I thought. I checked in the thing in the back. So this was one of the first Nintendos that ever came out. We could tell by the coloring and stuff like that. But I'm so happy to get this thing going. So awesome. Wasn't as stressful as I thought it was going to be. It did take a little while, and like I said, it's been a while since I've done it, so I was struggling remembering what to all put together. And I did notice that in one spot on the back piece too, that you could see almost in the corner of here, must have been dropped at some point. One of the screws to put the thing back together actually went through and didn't have anything to catch on. So one corner is a little loose, but it was able to get secured down enough that it wasn't too loose. So this is awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Let's play some Nintendo. Have a great day, and stay retro, my friends.